up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You thought the game was over, but it's only just begun.
Well, delayed Massacre, no one's safe. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So we have some news on, well, Beetlejuice in general. We got a new still photo here of Michael Keaton coming back as Beetlejuice. And, news came out a few months ago, a little bit ago, that they were making a sequel to the Beetlejuice film. I think it was 1988, directed by Tim Burton. Tim Burton is directing the second movie. Now, Michael Keaton wouldn't really have come back to this film. He had a lot to say about this because I totally agree with him that too many original films that they make sequels to get destroyed by really bad directing, really bad sequels that don't take care of these precious gems with care. Michael Keaton said he would never return to this character, only if it was the right, perfect situation. He was very, very serious about it. He took a lot of pride in this film, and obviously it was a gross film. This is one of the most successful films of Tim Burton's career. I mean, guys, this takes me back to my childhood. Every time Beetlejuice is on, I'm always watching it because it's fun, it's a good time, it's funny, and it's great. I think Tim Burton always has done a great job with his weird creativity with his films. Guys, who didn't like the Beetlejuice? I mean, when I was a kid, who didn't like the Beetlejuice cartoon? Because I was a huge fan of the cartoon when I was a kid and watched it all the time. I mean, I haven't watched an episode of this in probably years. But I even with the original cast and why I like the movie so much, and there's just so much to it. Like, I think Alec Baldwin was so great, and Gina Davis and some of the other people that were involved. Winona Ryder, obviously great actress, and now going to this new film as Winona Ryder, is the mother of Jenna, Jenna Ortega, which she is her daughter in the film, which is going to be interesting. And find out how Beetlejuice comes back into the mix of everything, being swallowed by the sandworm in the original one. How does he come back from being swallowed by the sandworm? Now, I know he dies again because they bring him back to life at the end of the film when they needed his help in the first film. So he dies again. Obviously he's waiting for his number to be called, in the dead the place where all people die. And then you pretty much have to stand this line and see when your number's called to see if you're going to go to heaven, you're going to go to hell. I mean, I love that so much, the creativity of that. And Michael Keaton just being in this role again he looks amazing, by the way. He looks absolutely fantastic, like he never left the role. And for as old as for an older guy that he is now, since he hasn't played this part, is he going to be as crazy as are the jokes, and is everything going to come back? Is it going to seem the same from our eyes and from our ears of hearing it? So I think a lot of good things are going to come out of it. So this movie, there's no release date, exact date. There is an update saying that the film is almost complete. So hopefully, in the next few months, hopefully by the end of the year, we're going to get somewhat of a teaser of this. Hopefully it comes out early next year. We'll see when it comes out, but the movie is officially almost done. Probably just doing the sound effects and stuff like that, doing some of the editing there. I think the filming is 100% complete. But I'd like to know from you guys, are you excited about Beetlejuice 2 or the sequel to Beetlejuice? And do you think, they will mess it up? I'm kind of worried a little bit, but at the same time, I think because Michael Keaton came back and he said what he said, it really made me believe that, he wouldn't come back to a part, because some people just come back to roles just to make, it's a cash cow. Like Beetlejuice will be a cash cow at the end of the day. A lot of people will see it. And some actors and actresses that were in original films will come back because, whatever, it's a free paycheck at the end of the day, and let's just do it. But with Michael Keaton, he takes a lot of pride and a lot of care into his character, and not just his character, the whole entire movie. He's like, I'm not coming back to something that they're going to ruin because they can't make this film without me at the end of the day. way. I thought that was a funny statement, you know, which they can't. They can't go with anybody else. Michael Keaton this is Michael Keaton. This is his character, and you cannot replace Michael Keaton in this film regardless. But I'm excited about the new cast. Winona Ryder, you know, is she still that dark figure as she was when she was a teenager? As an older mom, is she going to be more, you know, still like in her dark ways? And her daughter, you know, and Jenna Ortega, it's gonna be good. I have a good feeling about it. I'm hoping it's good, and I feel really good about it. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, I don't know if this is like a pure theater release. Is this gonna be on streaming services? I hope it is in the theaters just because I would like to see it on the big screen. But I don't mind sitting this at home, you know, during the holidays or during the middle of next year, whenever it's going to come out. But obviously, we'll have more news on Beetlejuice 2 when more news arrives on release, and, you know, maybe we'll get a teaser soon. So, you know, once they start having interviews for the film and stuff like that, should be a lot of fun. But if you last this long in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video as well for more content every single day. Keep running. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.